Hey guys, Malcolm Moore here. I'm up on the Glacier and I've got the brand new 2021 Salomon Dancehaul board, which I'm going to be testing out for you guys today. It's no secret that I'm a huge fan of this recent trend to producing volume shifted snowboards. The general idea is that you get the same performance of a larger board, but in a smaller, more agile and playful package. But they have the added bonus that due to their extra wide waist width, if like me, you've got slightly larger feet, these boards can completely eliminate any problems you may have been having with toe or heel drag. And up to this point, most of these boards, like say the K2 Party Platter or the Ride Warpig, have had more of a freestyle orientated focus to them. So in stepped the LIB Orca to fill the market for a volume shifted board with more of a directional freeride focus to it. Now, videos of Travis Rice riding insane pillow lines certainly helped to build up the hype for this board, and it became one of the most sought after boards of last season. So a few other brands have inevitably tried to jump on the bandwagon. Never Summer, with the not so subtly named Harpoon, set out to be a whale killer. But as I said, this is Salomon's offering, the Dancehaul. If Auric Goldfinger was to bring his criminal hideout to the Alps, this board would be his weapon of choice. Looks are subjective, so let me know what you think of the design. And I've got to be honest, when I took it out of the box, having only seen pictures of it online, I was pretty surprised just how bling it is. But I've had a bit of time with it now, and I've got to say, it's growing on me. And besides, you should never judge a book by its cover. One thing that really appealed to me with this board over the LIB Orca is its camber profile. This board has a more traditional camber profile between the feet. Sure, they actually called it like a lifted flat base, but it's pretty much traditional camber, whereas the Orca has rocker between the feet and then a little bit of camber under the feet. And whilst that is going to marginally improve your performance in the powder, this is going to give you way more grip on the piste, and it's really going to snap you out of those carved turns, which if you watch my channel, you know carving is one of my favourite things to do. And that is one of the first things I do when trying out a new board. Just set it on its edge and do some carving. This is really going to give you a good feel of the board's flex. So I'm talking about the directional flex through the nose to the tail. If you imagine you try to push the board away from you and bend it like a banana, but also the torsional flex, which also runs the length of the board, but this time imagine you're grabbing it at either end and trying to twist it like a ribbon, or like you're trying to undo a giant sweet. And it's also going to give you a feel for the snap and the rebound that you're going to get back from each turn. And straight away, I have to tell you that this board did not disappoint. First up, the wide waist width just encouraged me to lean into my turns. And I could feel the board stiffen up from the nose through to the tail, this directional flex. And this gave me the confidence to really drive power through my back leg and push into the latter part of those turns. Yet the relatively soft torsional flex, this ability for it to be twisted, allowed me to easily manipulate the board and make quick edge changes. And I think that is where this board has really hit the sweet spot better than any volume shifted board that I've ridden so far. It just seemed to have the perfect flex. Nice and playful, easy to ride, yet responsive. You know, wherever you want this board to go, it just follows. And then we come onto the camber. Now, I did not think that I missed having camber. I've been riding the Ride Warpig. It's a similar-ish board, and this is completely flat-based. And a lot of you have even asked me whether it would be worth stepping up to the Super Pig to gain that addition of camber. And honestly, I really didn't think you would need it. But man, when I strapped into this board, I can tell you how good it felt to have some camber back in my life. The pop you get out of each turn is just so much fun. The rebound, the energy that you get back from this board, you really feel like you're just dancing across a mountain. It really is just a joy to ride. And this is all from a board that is essentially going to be marketed as a powder board. So obviously right now we're in the summer. You will have to wait until winter to find out exactly how it performs in that department. But let's be honest, just look at it. You know this board's going to float. The formula for a powder board has been well tried and tested, and this board ticks all those boxes. Big nose, slightly stepped back stance, slight taper. It's even got a bit of a swallowtail going on, and with the volume shift technology, it packs in a huge surface area with that wider waist. But let's be honest, riding powder isn't what's going to define the success of this board, because this is designed as a board that you can take anywhere and ride in any conditions. So whilst powder might be its main area, its domain, we want to really see how well this board performs across the entire mountain. Because let's face it, those powder days can be few and far between. As I mentioned, this board is going to kill it on the piste. But in what areas does it not shine quite so brightly? Well, no prizes for guessing riding switch. Whilst you can do it, everything from this board's flex pattern down to its shape have been designed for taking you down the mountain in your regular stance. Next up, rails and boxes. Whilst 50/50s felt fine, the Dancehaul didn't exactly encourage me to get sideways on many features. If you're looking to spend most of your time in the park, this board probably isn't for you. But the occasional run through, no problem. As for jumps though, different story. This board feels so stable underfoot. Combine that with a fast base, and I found myself happily approaching jumps with a little bit too much speed. Then, at the lip, the snappy camber combined with the stiff tail made me feel like I was wearing a pair of Air Jordans. And not just on park jumps either. Small bumps, moguls, side hits. This is a board that encourages you to boost it. So hopefully now you have a clear idea of who this board is made for. The rider who spends most of the time riding their natural stance wants the confidence of a board that can charge through any conditions and will turn the mountain into your own personal playground. You're not afraid to go big, but when you do, you'll probably be the guy tweaking out a stylish grab rather than working on your switchback fives. And more importantly, on those days when you do wake up to 50 centimetres of fresh snow outside your window, you're ready to go with a board that you know is going to deliver. So that's it guys, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my review of the 2021 Salomon Dancehaul. If you have any questions, if you want to know any more, pop them down in the comments below. So far today, I've really loved this board. Obviously in the winter, I'll let you know how it performs in the powder, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna float. So as always, please hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already, that like button, and check out some other videos up here, or maybe up here, I'm not sure. Cheers guys, see you next time. Oh, man, why would you eat the driest breadstick before trying to record this?